in my book!
It's Monday morning and just got a cup of tea and I've just uploaded that video. Sometimes I do, so that's one thing. That's one thing I forgot on that video, to reduce the volume of the intro, although it is quite loud. But I am a Danes Low super fan at the minute, because literally everything they're doing, I seem to be doing on my yard, like a bit behind them. So I'm loving watching their episodes, and do you know what? I was just about to say, don't skip the videos, don't skip the adverts because you don't get paid. And I've just accidentally pressed it. So apologies. You don't get paid if someone skips the advert. But yeah, I'm just sat here. I haven't got my watch on because I forgot to charge it. I'm just sat here waiting for, it's about 7 o'clock. I'm sat here waiting for the text to roll in. So this week, everything's planned for a good week. However, we'll see what crops up. So Monday morning, normally about 10 to 8, I get some texts off the lads to say I'm not in for X, Y, Z. So yeah, I'm just sitting here waiting to deal with issues that are going to arise for today. But if not, we've got me, Ronnie and Phil on the extension job with Ramon. We're going to start the roof, so we'll get the wall plate screwed down, and we'll break into the roof and we'll start getting the structure set up for the side, double-storey side extension roof, and we can get the steel in at the rear as well. So they're the two jobs that we're going to try and do today. Either prep for the steel and get it all in and obviously leave it to dry, or we'll see if we can get the steel in. We'll see. But yeah, fingers crossed I don't get any other texts, and everyone's in. And we're on. Right, so far all I've had is a call off Ronnie to say that he'll be slightly late because his alarm didn't go off. I'm like, I don't think I've ever set an alarm. The only time I have an alarm is if like I've got an appointment in the day that I know I'm going to forget. So like if I've got like a solicitor's appointment or a surveyor's appointment, I'll set an alarm, because I'll set 2. Because I'll know I've got to leave by that time. But yeah, it's I don't know, I can't remember when I used to set alarms. It feels weird. I used to wake up when I didn't like having curtains on in my room. I'd just wake up when the sun come up, because that's how you naturally do it, isn't it? Maybe that's why I don't get enough sleep. So let me know in the comments how much sleep you get, and I'll share mine off my iPhone now, like my average sleep over the year. I know I'm not getting enough sleep, or whether I've just got used to not having that much sleep, I don't know. But I've just, as I was leaving, one thing, I forgot my cap, so I think I've got a spare bump cap in the back of here, because we've got to stay PPE compliant, which one thing the YouTube's helping us do. So hopefully it won't be long until it gets all the new clothing for the lads. So I've ordered it from China, but it's like black with high vis. Because at the moment we've got obviously this yellow high vis. I don't know if you can see, like, but if you get anything on it, it's like so obvious, and you just look a bit scruffy and stuff then, like silicone and mark. So I'm thinking the black, we've still got high vis, but it'll be black, so it'll allow the lads to get down and dirty without looking down and dirty. What else should we get? Oh, and I've got a few package time, but I'll do them once we stop. I think I know what one of them is. I genuinely forget what I've bought. I like order that much stuff online. It's like something will happen and we'll be on a job and someone will go, oh, we need that, and I'll just go, right, bang, order it off. The best thing ever is ordering it off eBay, because you don't then have to like remind yourself, and it just turns up on your day one day, on your doorstep one day. Like I'll come in the porch and I'll be like, oh, there's that. And then every now and then I've got to go on eBay and check stuff that I've ordered that I haven't got, because every now and then my missus is the worst person for answering the door. When it's her parcel, she's there. When it's mine, it can get left. amazing how that works. But there's times where like I'll be working, I'll see on the ring doorbell, and I'll like try and answer it, and I'll just see the fella walking away with the package, and I'll ring her and be like, did you get that package? She's like, oh no, I didn't even hear it. And I'm like, oh. So every now and then I go on eBay and just check that I have actually received, or that it's not left in, you know, like the post office, or I need to go on and press re-deliver. So hopefully when we get the yard, we'll have someone on there full time, and I can have packages delivered and they'll actually get delivered. Especially buying stuff in bulk. So the other day I bought wall starters. I bought 6 for our student job. So I thought I'd already bought these. I know we have got them somewhere, I just couldn't find them. So I bought 6 from Chestnut, and although Chestnut are really good, I bought 6 wall starters and I paid over £20 each for each wall starter. And I could have got them for £6.50 each. I know you're probably thinking it's not that much money, but like the amount of times I say this now, it's, you know, a third of the price. And if I can do a third of the price on everything over the year, that's absolutely huge. So yeah, it's about doing it when you can, and if we've got the yard, I'm able to do that on the stuff that we can buy that lasts, that doesn't get damaged or doesn't get robbed. Because that's the next thing. I know I was chatting to Chris at Every Trade about it, and he said he had the same idea. He'd buy stuff in bulk, and he said things start going missing, and he said that it ends up being like, if like I'm fuming about paying like, you know, an extra whatever for wall starters and Chestnut, but then someone could rob £100-200 worth of stuff, and then you think, yeah, it's not worth it. I need to get new wiper blades. Right, yeah, next one will be at the extension job I'm heading to. I'm gonna start the roof, and I forgot the time-lapse cameras. Oh, I know. Maybe I haven't. Maybe Rachel's put them in this bag, because she goes mad. I built this porch on our house to put stuff in. So when I come in from work, she was always going mad about me putting stuff like in the house. So I was like, right, we'll build the porch, and then I've got somewhere when I come in to just go, oh, and then I can go into the house free, and she can keep that. She can be happy that the house is tidy. And now the porch needs to be the most tidiest place in our whole house, because it's the first thing people see. So I can't win. I've built a porch for me to throw me rubbish in, and now that has to be the tidiest place in the house, which kind of makes sense but doesn't. So yeah, extension job if I don't get stuck in this traffic.
How's it going?
I'm good, how are you?
Not too bad, mate, not too bad. Just to see you. Is the brickwork still going on your job?
No, it's done. So they've been on the student job over the weekend.
Ooh.
Well, only Saturday. So I don't know whether they work till 1 or till 4:30. I think they only work till 1 because obviously it's Saturday.
Yeah, anyway. I was just going to get Luke doing some of that as well, so I was just sort of chasing a mixer.
I don't know him. So has Luke's done brickwork and blockwork, hasn't he?
I guess so, yeah.
But like, has he done it, or is he just saying he's done it? Because like, I went to the knock-through job and he'd started the back wall, and it was all pointed up lovely, but he'd built 2 skins without any headers in the courses at all.
Yeah.
And then obviously when I've asked him, he said he's put wall ties in, but I was like, there was no wall ties on that job, so where have you got them from? And he's had some in his bag, so obviously I've got to take his word for it. But I'm thinking, if he's done brickwork, you know that like a garden wall, you put a header course in every 5, say.
Yeah.
I feel I might say to him, mate, if I knock that wall down, will I find those ties?
Yeah, you won't. I'm just gonna chase the mixer, because is that Shield Road? Is that brickwork there finished?
No.
Because I didn't want to say send him to go get that mixer.
No, it's on. I went and picked the mixer up Saturday morning.
Yeah, no, happy days.
So it's on the student job now.
Yeah, I just didn't want to send him to pick that one up.
Yeah, and then take ages.
Use it, and then say he's back on Shield tomorrow, and then they come and pick
Yeah.
up and take it back.
I know he's on about buying a mixer, Luke. So that'd help him out loads if he could.
Yeah.
But I think he just needs to get a bit quicker at the brickwork, because they were on Shield for half a day, and I think they'd done about 30 brick. So, you know, it's not value for money at that. And like, you know, there's only, I can only put him on a job doing brickwork if he's with, say, like me or you, or, you know what I mean, who's going to balance it out. But otherwise I couldn't charge a customer a day rate, and, you know, he does 60-70 brick.
Are you recording for YouTube?
Always, mate. But be honest, what were you going to say?
Don't know yet.
Do you know what? That's one thing is quite good, because obviously when I do film for YouTube and put it in the videos, I don't know ever, obviously most of the lads probably don't watch it, but if they did, like, I say stuff on this that like I'm just thinking about, like this now, like I probably wouldn't, like, I might not say some stuff that I do say on the YouTube to the lads, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I'll only say it if it becomes like a problem, if it becomes like a, so like sometimes they might watch it and they might see stuff and hear stuff and think, oh, like, oh, I'll take that on board or whatever, but I might not always say it, because I don't want to be like Mr. Negative saying, hey. So I think it's good in that sense to talk about it.
Yeah.
Anything else you need on the student job now? So have you got the scaffolding down from the front?
Not the front yet, I was just still waiting for
rain.
To make sure that roof's all good.
Yeah.
Who'd have thought we'd be crying out for rain?
I know. Where are you up to now then? So we've got obviously the extension at the back needs to go up. What else?
Getting the installation started in the loft.
Okay. And you'll have a delivery of plasterboard today from Minster.
Yep.
So I've got the small ones for both.
Yeah, nice one.
And you've got the plasterboard lift, haven't you?
Yep. And then probably get Tony to start sorting out the ground floor so we can get that concreted.
Yeah, I was going to say, if we get that concreted, it looks almost like nearly done then, doesn't it?
Yeah. I think we might have Mick and Scott for a couple of days this week.
Do you know what? I might need them on the knock-through job, because at the moment Mick's half killed me, the timing. I can see why people say give like a month's notice or 2 weeks notice, or, do you know what I mean? Because like that job has now just gone, because I can't put, I mean, I might ask Luke and Tony, but I don't know if I can put them two on that job on their own.
Yeah.
So, because Mick's just lit overnight, just gone dump. Like now, obviously, Cozy Living are chasing me for what date that's going to be finished. Kitchen looks good, doesn't it?
Yeah, who did that?
Mick. Mike.
Did he go in on the weekend or so? Oh. Yeah,
Sorry,
Mike.
yeah. We've got that many Micks and Mikes and...
Yeah.
But yeah, it looks good. But there's the bathroom to do, bathroom and the ensuite to do, and then and the back wall, and we're done. So I was thinking, if push comes to shove, I wanted to get that student job like secure, and then I was thinking if we need to, I'll just pull yous off that and go and get that knock through job done. Because he said, Mike said while he was there that some tramps walked in and were like walking around, and he was like, "You alright, mate? What are you doing?" And they were like, "Oh, didn't realise he was in there." And someone broke in the back the other day, so just need to get that done and off our list, because it's like, it's weird, like they're chasing me now for like, he said, oh, the landlord's like asking how long it's going to be because he's spent X amount, and I was like, well, hold on, he's the one who's adding all to it. Like originally we were just fitting a steel.
Yeah.
And then it's gone steel, new kitchen, new bathroom upstairs, new ensuite upstairs, and now he's adding like to tart the ensuite in the loft as well. And I'm like, well, you know, that's what happens when you keep adding to it. It takes longer and costs more.
And they'll be aware of the cost as well, wouldn't they? Because that's like maybe on top of that every week.
But yeah, it might be a case that I want it, but I said to him, Joe at Cozy Living, I said, at the moment I need to get the roof on the extension job. We might have a gap where when we've got this roof on, it's watertight, I can jump on it while we wait for the windows to get made.
Yeah.
But, and then obviously the student job, I can't leave that open the way it is at the minute.
Yeah.
So I've said, like, once we get one of those, I can jump back on and get it done. But like everything, obviously when it's a landlord's one, like they're thinking, when it gets close to the end, they're thinking, well, hold on, if you finish it a week earlier, that's a week's rent times 6. So like that could be like, I don't know, 800 quid every week that we're not done now. Whereas obviously they weren't chasing us at first.
Is it maybe like a student job?
Yeah, it's got students in it, yeah. Sounds, yeah, just keep me updated if you need anything then. But yeah, you should have obviously the plasterboards coming today, and obviously try and carry on with the brickwork, blockwork, yeah.
Yep, no problemos.
Anything else?
That was about all we need to chase up.
Sound? Have a good day.
Roger, you too.
See you in a bit.
Hooroo.
Hooroo. Wow, I am absolutely done in. So I played for City of Liverpool on Saturday. So they've got the manager got sacked, left, and a new one took over. And obviously I hadn't been there for ages. I've just been too busy with work. But he rang me because I used to play with the assistant at Marine, and he rang me and just basically said, would you be able to come in and fill in for us for a week, obviously until he can get his own players in. And I did that, but we've done we were 3-0 down after the first half, and I was thinking, oh my god, this could be like 8. I managed to we got it back. I actually scored the equaliser in like the 84th minute, and I thought we're going to go on and win this, and literally they kicked off and scored, and we lost 4-3. So it was a Liverpool-Istanbul comeback that was then squashed by by their goal. And Simo's funeral is a week on Wednesday, and we've raised, I've just transferred £2,810 to the funeral director, so thank you to everyone who's donated to that. Absolutely amazing. I think it's cost about £5,500 in all. But obviously for us and everyone, all the viewers and friends and family, to contribute that is amazing. And what else? Oh, I'm just coming in here because I feel like I've got a cold sore starting, so I'm hoping they've got some cream. What else do we need? That's it, yeah. So back on the student job, not the student job, on the extension job. Long weekend, Phil, sorry. And me and Phil are getting the 4x3 wall plate on. So what we've done is obviously we've cut the gutter, soffit, fascia, etc. back, and we've got to get this. We'll get this right the way round, and then I might mark out the centres, and we'll get the joists in for the ceiling, and that way we can put some boards on, and we've got something to stand on to make the roof, because we're going to have to try and pocket into this hip. So this roof, it comes out, then comes this way a bit, and then we'll obviously come into the extension bit, and then we'll keep the same degree pitch as that. Yeah. No, only the ones I'm on. So we're just 4x3. We're gonna concrete fixings every other block, and then we'll get some wall restraints down as well. And then one of the first extensions of it, it's different between each engineer, but he used to make us put a plywood sheet here, because obviously you don't want these to splay apart. So I'll check whether we're going to do that again. But yeah, we're just going to go around and get it drilled in now, and then I need to order some straps. And we're just waiting on chestnut delivery for all the roof timbers. So if we can get the wall plate on before they come, that'd be a good milestone. And right on cue, there's chestnut. We've got some 6 metre lengths of 8x2, and what else has he got there? Unless that's not ours. 4x2s, we've got felt, we've got batten, we've got rafters, got all sorts there, so he's going to lift that off. Yeah. So we'll get that off, and I'll get this wall plate up, and hopefully we'll have some at the end of the day. You'll see now why I wanted the time-lapse camera. Oh, let me go and check if it's in the van. So, the things you do to get YouTube footage, that is my time-lapse camera, zip tied to the telephone pole, and I've just set an alarm. The only time I set an alarm, 4:30, time-lapse camera. Otherwise, I will. I've forgot them cameras so many times, and I end up with, have I got the right phone in here? I end up with like footage of like 4 nights of the jobs. Right, back to work. We've got wall plates on all the way round. What we're doing now, pushing these second row of tiles up, because these bottom rows should have a nail in. So we're just going to push them up, pull them up, and then hopefully here we should have a timber wall plate. One sec, mate. Just YouTubing. Cheers. And look at that. Not bad guess, is it? What? Wall plates. Near enough level. Got a little nest. Little bird's nest there. Yeah, man. So what we'll do now is, obviously this roof will stay in. What we'll do is we'll put timbers now. We'll screw them from there and across there, and that gives us something to stand on so that we can get this roof done. So strip these tiles. We've got 4x2 downstairs. Do you want to start sending that up? By the time I've stripped these, hopefully we'll be ready to, or by the time you've passed them up, hopefully I'll be ready to put them in. So what me and Phil are doing now, we're just squaring it off with the front of the house. So You can see we've screwed that in. It's sat on the original house wall plate and then sat on our wall plate, and we've just come off the front of the house, and we're going to get all these in square with the front of the house now. So the next one is 109.5. Put it on the outside of the thing.
On the outside of what?
On the outside. No, come outside. Take your teeth out.
Oh yeah.
And just go, put it where your right hand is now.
There?
Like that, yeah?
That's not the same.
Yeah, that's alright.
20 mil back, remember?
Yeah, it's alright. As long as it's...
Can't we just measure them off that one?
No, because if we're 1 mil out,
Yeah.
by the time we get to there, we'll be 50 mil out.
Then 20 mil out there.
We'll just add 20 mil on them.
About 15 mil, yeah. Go on then, what am I looking for, Andy?
We're on 109.5.
109.5.
Right, so we can put a little screw in there. So we're putting screws in case we have to move these for the joist, and we're also going to pack that side up slightly, aren't we?
Yeah.
Phil finds it hilarious that I'm by the air admittance for the house, which obviously smells like the sewer. I think he's taking his time on these joists now. 340, that one.
Taking me time, but I'm waiting for your measurements.
Let's get this bit done quick. 17. Might be better getting them in the back of mine, or I don't know. Right, we're just stopping for lunch because what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and get the boards, because I didn't order them because I wasn't sure. I should have just counted the deck below. If I'd got them off Chestnut, yeah, my bad. So we're going to stop for lunch now, and we're going to go and pick up 17 22mm chipboards to deck the loft basically out, and then we've got something to stand on to build the things. We can get them done and pin them down. That's one of the next milestones, actually, the ceiling joist and the loft floor. So if we get that ticked off, it'll help us pay in towards obviously the roof tiles. But yeah, let's go, and it's coming on in here. Oh, how many weeks? 5 weeks we're in, aren't we? And we've had a gap on here where it was we weren't on it for a bit, wasn't it?
Andy wanted to play on his yard.
Yeah, because of the yard. Well, the weather.
Yeah, play the weather.
Yeah, it looks good though, doesn't it? So the neighbours asked for, it's almost an identical extension, it just doesn't go out 3 metres. So they've asked for a price for that as well.
So it's only going up at the width of the house.
You can tell Chestnut, but we've just come to Beasley and Fields to get some chipboards as it's around the corner. So I'm going to lift them on and get to use me, what are they called? Van Rachen tie bars, thingy bobs. So I've got them loosened now, and they come with a little yellow key to tighten them up. So we've come back with the boards, and we're going to deck this, and then we're going to get the 82s up and start building the frame for the roof, which will be good for our time lapse over there. Have you got it? Have you got it? Oh, for once. Right, so what we've done is we've come up onto the main roof. So we come down, and I've penciled in our markings here. So that is obviously the setback that we've got there, and that is the level it comes to, and it meets the hip at this point. So that is where our first ridge is going to go, our 8x2. So we've just cut out these two to get it in. So what we've then done is transfer that measurement, because all these joists are squared off. We can measure from that joist to the end and transfer that to here, which is this line. And then what we've done is got the centre of this extension, which is there. So if you put that dead on there now,
Yeah.
and just put a couple of nails in that, just temporarily.
Okay.
And that way, and then just go around with it. that. And then what we're going to do now is we're going to get this 8x2, and if we get the spirit level and level this up both ways and get it into there, I'm going to pencil the cut and we're going to transfer that angle on here. Do you want to pass the chop saw up to here, please? And we'll get the chop saw set up to that angle, and that way we'll get it all nailed into here. And that's our first ridge that will drop down, match this extension. And then from here, from here, I don't know if I can't remember, I'll have a look now. I think from here it drops down, obviously straight across, and then we'll have another hip there and there. Oh yeah, that was it. So this one follows the same hip, but then this carries on and does another hip. What we've done now is just offered this up, and I've got my angle, and we're going to transfer that to the chop saw, cut this, nail this in, get that nailed into their level, and then obviously we'll go that way. From there it'll hip down each way, and then we'll have a straight there. It'll be 3 meters because that's what the extension is. Deal with this. So what we did, first of all, obviously we tried to get the same distance that way across, and we got it slightly wrong. So in the end we matched that distance all the way up parallel, and then we matched the distance from there to the corner in the ridge, so that way this face is all parallel with each other on the same angle. And then now we've just obviously got it plumbed up and put obviously this bit in. So this front bit now just needs one here down to the corner and one that way down to the corner, and then this roof will be slightly different. So this roof now is going to come here, and then we're going to go from the middle here now, wherever hits that joist, so about there, and it's going to come straight across to the end, and then we're going to come from that down to wherever this meet, and it should obviously be the same angle as this, so it'll come the same angle down, and then wherever the middle of this meets that angle, and that'll give us our step down, because obviously the roof comes down normal, so if that'd be as if that hip went from there to here, but then from there it's coming out another 3 meters, and then we'll have the same angle from here upwards. And then what we're going to do is higher this scaff, I think. I mean, it's alright where it is there. It's that side, we just need to lift that level up to there, and then we can work on this tomorrow. So hopefully tomorrow the lads are just putting the tiles back in that we've took out to step up and thingy. But yeah, a good day, and we've got that main front bit done after a couple of birds notches there. But obviously anything past that is just to support the soffit and fascia and 2 tiles. So as long as we're 200mm past, and then we'll do what we normally do with them afterwards. So we go 200mm past for a soffit, and then we'll mark upwards level, and then whiz them off with a circular saw. But yeah, it's starting to take shape. That looks better now, doesn't it? So if you look up the top there and go from that angle and then that one, and it should look...
I've got stuff to do, Andy. I don't think so. 4:25, get the French, mate.
That is the end of a good Monday. Slightly, I don't know why, it's not even slightly frustrating though. I wanted to obviously just try and get the main 8x2s, the hips and the ridges in. However, we got the first part in, and then I realised I'd made a mistake, so took it down and redone it. But I didn't film it because I was thinking I should have, because that's the sort of stuff that people want to see. If you can see mistakes, you can see how to learn how to do it properly. So when I go tomorrow, I'll try and show you what I did and what I did wrong. So it's good because, like, I mean, obviously we've done, I don't know how many roofs, countless, but we do have like sort of 3-4 months between them. So it's like you do one thing and you go, and then it's just my fault. I tried to do it from the vertical way where it should have come horizontal. But yeah, it's going well. Customers made up. We've just ordered the windows, so they take 4 weeks with sterling, and we're like just on the border. I don't know whether we're going to get them before Christmas or not, because I don't know what time sterling finish, what time they break up for Christmas. So I've emailed them just then, just signed them off with the customers and said, look, we need to get these across ASAP. And then I've emailed the owner of sterling to say, like, you know, any chance of getting these before Christmas. So we'll see what he comes back with, because if he does, I mean, it gives us 4 weeks then to get the rear steel in, the middle, the T-steel, the rear roof, we can get that fiberglassed, and then we can get, so to plan tomorrow is to get it, get the roof joists done, and then maybe the next day we'll felt and batten it, ready for roof tiles, and then we'll probably look to go either jump on it and get, or maybe we'll jump on it and get the roof tiled and then drop down and get the steel and the flat roof done. It's just timing and weather, so I want to try and make the most of it while it's nice at the minute. But now it's going well. I think some of the neighbours have mentioned as well, saying, God, that's gone dead quick, because a lot of the people in the street have had extensions done. And you know, we've had a pretty small crew on this. It's only been really me, Ronnie and Phil on it properly. We've got Ramon helping at the minute, and then we've had obviously the bricklayers on it. Mick's dropped on a few days, but then I've dropped off when he's on it. So we haven't really had a big team on it. It's just gone well, yeah. It's nice when you've got extension. Obviously, it's a big job for the customers, but it's like, for us, it's like a normal job. It's easy to keep on track of stuff and ordering stuff, and everything's there, and you're getting value for money out of everyone. Although I did make a mistake by not ordering the boards for basically the loft floor. I was thinking we could have just used scaffold boards, but it's probably better that we've boarded it out. It's safer. You know, it's cost like a couple of £100, and it gives us that platform to build off, and it will give them, you know, additional space in the loft. Although it's not as much as I was expecting it to be. So it's a bit shallower, obviously, the pitch and stuff and where the roof meets, but we'll see what they end up with by the end of it. But yeah, it's going well. So that's it for Monday, and I've not had any calls off Ben, so it must be going well on the shooting job as well. Let me know in the comments anything good or bad we're doing. I like it now, like, people have started messaging me. Someone messaged me today to say about the road roller. Obviously, by the time this video comes out, you'll have seen that we've already cottoned onto the tank that we were like, what's that for? It's a bit weird, isn't it? The little weird, like, lightweight stick. And it was the float for obviously the water, so we had to put water in it. So I love the fact that people watch our channel and like, oh, bloody roads closed, all these roads everywhere closed, traffic, so annoying. I've got to go round the world now. But yeah, I like the fact that people are watching our channel and offering us advice. Like, please don't think that I've been doing this for 14 years. This is the first time I've ever bought a road roller, so if you know anything about road rollers, first time I've had a digger, first time I've had a concrete pan mixer. So if you've got any advice, or whenever we're doing work, if you can think of something, a way we can do it better, cheaper, quicker, which is like literally our company motto, then please do get in touch, because every day is a learning day, and one thing I and the lads love doing is learning. So yeah, let us know in the comments anything, and if you just want to comment calling me a Jedi, whatever, or a pedo-ometer, or a rapist, then yeah, don't bother. But yeah, any positive, then fire away. Good morning. Yeah, mate, what's happened to my voice? I'll tell you what's happened to my voice. I've had no sleep whatsoever, probably. How do I get that up on here? Sleep. That's in health, isn't it? So I'm just watching Dane's Low again, and it's good seeing they're actually having a stressful week. And this is how I sleep at the minute. What is that, like up at 3, 1, oh, nightmare. But that's the Joe from Cozy Living trying to get the knock-through job finished. I say Mick leaving was a bit untimely. I can see why people do like a month or a few weeks notice, so obviously they can get stuff done and then pick someone else up. It's almost like it's just overnight gone, right, I've left, so that job's just stopped really. But luckily we got Mick and Scott, who used to work with us, a different Mick, Mickey, I call him Mickey to separate it, Mickey and Scott. They're coming in Wednesday to Friday, so they left, set up on their own, and you know, every now and then they have days, weeks where either someone cancels work or they haven't got none, and I've always said to them, you know, good lads, if you do have any gaps, obviously give us a shout, and say we've always got work for good lads, so they're going to do that. However, I am stressed because the building regs have come back again, and I don't know what's going on with this house. So we finished it like 6 months ago and sent everything across, and they just nitpicked every little bit of it, and now we're down to they want a padstone calculator, which I've never been asked for that ever. So I've actually done the calcs from that company that we pay, and it's come out that it doesn't need a padstone, because we've put that much overhang on the steels, and the steels are that wide that the spread is, you know, it doesn't require a padstone. However, we've put 2 padstones in, and then we've put a column in as well, and they've asked for a padstone calculator, and they've asked for like further and further details of, even though I've sent pictures, they want a drawing of the picture, and I'm a bit like, surely you can just put that on the file to show the picture. There's nothing better than a picture or a video in my eyes, but we will do whatever we need to do to get this piece of paper that means we can complete on the house, and I will learn my lesson. I will never ever do this again and leave stuff this long or this late, or yeah, just when it's finished, send it off, get it done. Phil's off today. Tony was off yesterday. Didn't even bother messaging to tell me. But I just said to Ben, then would it be a bit, could he spare Tony today? And he was like, well, he wasn't in yesterday, so we'll probably manage without him if you need him. Just annoying because he's got the tipper, so when he's off, not only is that my overheads that I've got to reevaluate, because I evaluate the overheads based on obviously people being in full time, and when people aren't in full time, it's I was actually using Dane's Low as a bit of a when people aren't in full time, it kills my overheads, and so is costing me money not coming in, and you know, it doesn't take much to message. It's one thing being a builder that I always said I'll do. If I can't get somewhere or I can't do something, always message the people, because you can't just leave people hanging. You know, I've just done some paperwork for one of the houses that we started for Gary, the other builder. You'll have seen in the video. I might go and try and swing by and do a video of that, see where it's up to. So I've just done some calculations for that, sent them across. But yeah, I'm just stressed now, thinking like there's nothing worse than waking up in the night and checking your emails. And anyone who does like property development or build or anything, when you get an email off like the council or a solicitor or someone like that, and it's just like something you need to do, I can't sleep then, because then I'm thinking, right, what can I do? So I'm making notes. I've requested a call back, I've messaged the structural engineer, I've just sent everything across and been like, what do I need to do to get this done? Because I know we've done that. I know we've gone overkill on those steels and the pads and the everything. So, it's just like, you know, you just think it's a box ticking exercise, hopefully. But I'm going to struggle today because I've got a match tonight as well, Mossley away, for City Liverpool, and I feel rough as toast this morning, so, but we'll plug away. And yeah, need to get, we've started taking the roof off this extension job now, so we need to get it done. So I was half tempted to drag the lads off the student job and just get this done. But I'm hoping that between me, Ronnie and Ramon, and if Tony's in, I've messaged him, he hasn't read it, but it's, you know, nearly 7:30, so he should be leaving to go to work now. But it's so hard trying to find obviously good people who are reliable and obviously want to learn and want to improve. So it must be getting close to the monthly reviews, and I think everyone has, you know, invested in themselves and bought stuff and kicked on, other than Tony this month. Well, since he started, he hasn't really done anything. So yeah, I just need to have a word with him and say, look, I need you to be in, I need to be more reliable. And, you know, I quite like the idea that the lads all send them to me separate, privately, but I quite like the idea of them sharing them in the group, because it gives other people a bit of a kick up the arse to be like, oh, bloody hell, look, he's bought all this stuff this month. Oh, he's signed up for this training, like, I haven't done anything. And it might make them think, you know, oh, maybe I should do stuff. But yeah, we'll see. So fingers crossed today we get that roof joist in and we can felt and batten it. That would be amazing. I feel like we've got everything marked out now, and we've got the angles and everything, so me, Ronnie and Ramon can try and smash it out. So first thing I'm going to do is, because I finished yesterday roasting, however now I'm getting in and the van says it's, the van doesn't tell me what temperature it is. It should do. Is it? No, that's gone. But the first thing I've got to do is put a cold jumper on. Right, and as you can see, the van is all fogged up. Jesus. Right, let's go. It is Tuesday, so please, let's have a good day. So Tony's just got back to me. He's in today, so I've just told him to come to the extension job because we need Anne there, and we could do with the tipper as well to get some stuff. Like yesterday we needed those boards, it would have been better on the tipper. Oh, what else was I going to say then, which I forgot? No, it's gone. Right, that is it. Oh my god, I wish I'd put this jumper on now. Through this gap here now. So we're on the extension job. We've got ridge in, we've got a little prop, we've plumbed it, everything's parallel, and we've put 82s as the hip, and I wanted to get one in there. It could have really been a 62, but obviously we'd have to bird's notch that, and then these all get nailed into each ceiling joist, which in turn is nailed into the wall plate of the original house and the rafters of the old house. So it's like everywhere is nailed in together, so this all becomes one slightly angled thing. If you were to just do obviously that, then you've got risk of the house splaying that way. And then we've got some metal straps also to put on these, and so Mon's going to pass these up. I've got the chop saw set to the right degree and angle, and we're just going to box this side off here, just check that we're on the right track, and then we can get the front bit done. Sorry, I forgot to film this morning. We've set some of the scaffolding up, although we still got some some brick guards and some clamps to go on this side. So Ronnie is just, I don't know what Ronnie's doing actually. What are you doing? So all you need to do, look, Ron, put the level, Ronnie, look, put the level on the blockwork coming up. No, put the level on the blockwork coming up. There. And then pencil that on the wood. And then your 200 mil, look, 200 mil flat, and then you level that. Or you can just get a tape measure 200 mil off the blockwork, and then just level that down, and that's your cut. That way we've got soffit and facial come up, and then. So I don't know what we're leveling, square, innit? You don't need to square it off that. Sound. Actually, Ron, if we're going to match the original, hey, it's only a 4-inch overhang. We're going to match the existing, aren't we? It's only a 4-inch. So just do 4-inch, yeah?
So I'll go 4-inch from there?
Yeah. And then level it down and cut it. Gives us more space on the scaff. Right, so this is the pitch of the existing roof, and what we've done is measured obviously the middle of this roof, got the centre, and then we've come across, measured the middle again here, and then we've come up, and where that we've like put a spirit level there, got it plumb. So where that now meets, this wall's going to, this face is obviously going to carry on all the way, and then it's going to hip down now. So now we just need, we've got that bit in, put a little post in for now. I can take this away, and then we need one from here down to there, and then we'll have a hip from there to the corner, there to the corner, and then we've just got the same angle as this now, but the opposite way to that corner. And then all we're left with is the rafters, which we've started putting in. Ronnie's just gone to get a new handsaw, just because that one's on its last, not as sharp anymore. So let's see if we can get these two in and that one in 8x2s, and then it's just 6x2 rafters then. And hopefully we can get it. Plan is to get felt and battened by the end of the day, or at least felted and some battens on. Hardly done any filming today. But as you can see, we've got this bit in, so what we're just going to check now. Ronnie's just sent some battens up, so we've got obviously the ridging level, and we're tying in with obviously the hip level. But what we're just going to check is that if we put our battens on now, that the battens are level with these battens. So if we can try and get this bit felt and battened today in the next hour. I've just got one more joist to put on this bit, and then these ones to go, and then we can try and get this face. I just want to try and get this face felt and battened, and then the other face, and then these ones can we'll get done tomorrow. But we sort of got a bit carried away and started getting all this bit in just because we got used to it. But really, we should have focused on the other side of that, because that's obviously, we've left the tiles on now, but that's the bit that is obviously important, because that's the bit that they're living in at the minute. So we've tore open this bit. I've left that bit now. We'll do that tomorrow. Leave the tiles on, and then hopefully we can get this bit felt and battened now. That's when you know it's late, when the light comes on the phone. Ronnie's high-vis standing out. So as you can see, we've got all that side, all the joists done, so we've managed to felt that. And tomorrow we're going to do this bit, and then we'll batten it. We've put this on, this is coming off, but we just put it on to try and help waterproof that side. Bit of a mess at the minute, but I'll pass these insulation in. Right, we're just packing everything away. I'll slide them insulation in the thing so they don't blow off. Nice. Wow. Trust me, it's not that light as what it is on this camera. So for those who might have noticed, might not, some of the older videos you'll be like and no idea what it was. The camera on my old phone used to make this noise, and it was like an iPhone, it was even iPhone 12 it was, and I said to myself, oh, they've got the new iPhone 16, I'll buy that. But I thought I might as well have the iPhone 16 for the YouTube phone, so I got like the higher terabyte storage. So it cost me a bit, but they do like a monthly package interest free, so I've done that. So if anyone looking for an iPhone, they do. I always think the best way, I'm like a business minded in the sense that I look at it and go, how much is it over the term of the contract? So if it's 24 months, I go like, whatever, it's £50 a month, and then I look at SIM only, and I compare that to obviously getting one on a contract. And I think the only way they get you on the contract is they give you the phone for free, but then charge you 75 quid a month or something like that. Whereas if you get it, if you just buy the phone, especially interest free from Apple, or wait for one of the deals, that's what I'd recommend. That's what I've always done. I just need to be careful because they're not cheap now, are the iPhones? Wow. And you think, I've got two of them in my pocket, and one of them I had years ago, it bent because I used to like lean and push, like lift steers in and put them on my lap and stuff. But enough about my iPhone. But hopefully you'll see the picture quality's gone better, and that is an example, because I am looking outside now and it is dark, and on this video it looks nice and bright, so it's obviously doing something. Right, it went well today. It's like it didn't go well today. It was frustrating as hell, which is probably why I've not filmed as much. But I stopped, we were flying, and I stopped and I checked my emails, and I was trying my best to get hold of the building inspector, the structural engineer, the everything, and my heart just sunk because I just read this email. And it's like when you get a survey for like a new house that you're buying, and you're like, oh my god, we're buying a new house, yeah, and you get the survey back and it's all red, and you go, oh my god, like, is this house gonna fall down? Is it like, oh, it needs new electrics, plumbing, everything's red. And then when you actually read into it or speak to the surveyor, they go, oh no, I couldn't find the consumer unit, so I just put it as red. chimneys, I couldn't see them, so I just put it as red. And like, when you actually read into the report, it's like, it's not actually that bad. So I had a bit of that today where I read this email off the building inspector, and it was like, rejected the plans for the steels. And I was thinking, how when you reject the steels, it's like, there's just 2 steels. And I was panicking, thinking, oh my god, we're gonna have to go and like redo all the steels or do something. I was thinking, oh my god, like, you know, got no money, the house is waiting, they're chasing me for the certificate, everything's waiting on the certificate. And the way it read was like, you know, it was like failed, rejected, like whatever, all these words that you look at and you go, oh my god. And in the end, he phoned me back. I texted him and said, oh, could you please phone me? And he phoned me back, the building inspector, and I said, like, blah, blah, blah. And he said, look, no, I'm happy with it, it's all signed off on his end. It's just the structural engineer for the council has asked for like some more drawings. And I was just like, oh my god, like, you know, literally you're thinking I'm gonna have a heart attack here. I've got my life savings on the line, and you know, business is gonna go bust and everything. And yeah, it turns out that he just wants like a connection for a detail drawing for a connection detail. And I'm like, but yeah, it's one of them, isn't it? I looked at that when we were doing that job, because we're used to doing like a certain size, and because that had the other story on that was brick, I just thought to myself, oh, like, it probably needs a column, so we put one in. And then later, obviously, got the structural engineer, and he designed it. But obviously he designed it to what we'd done, because we've done that many of them that they're all the same. However, it didn't actually need one, so it was okay, sat on brickwork, but just because of me being, you know, a bit 10-year, 20, 30-year guarantee, I thought, let's put a column in, just because the brickwork wasn't as big as what we normally do. However, you know, you see shop fronts that have smaller steels than what we've put in, and they're sat on like a 1.5 pillar, whereas we had 1.2 meters of pillar. So in reality, I probably could have left it the way it was. I just, you know, I thought we'd go bulletproof on it, so I could sleep better at night. And now it's come back to bite me at the minute. But hopefully that will get sorted, and you know, we can get that certificate, and then I can start chasing the buyers then to say, look, you know, have we got a date for completion? They've booked a drone survey in for the roof, but they've already agreed that we've agreed on a price, and I said, look, I'm willing to drop down to that price as long as you don't go getting surveys and asking for like 10-20 grand off for like, you know, a slipped tile or something like that. So yeah, today, other than that, it went well today. Tony turned up late. I mean, I'll be honest, this morning I was thinking, oh, I'm gonna have to let Tony go. You know, he's not reliable, he's not communicating with me, he's, you know, he's not invested in stuff. However, having worked with him today, I think I'll probably have to, I'll still put it in, because I feel like keeping it real. Like what I say to the neighbours, like, I'll say stuff at the time because that's how I'm feeling, and then I might reflect on it and go, so I've reflected on it after today, working with Tony, and he's done, I think he's done well. Obviously he said he's a joiner, so he's done well, obviously piecing together the joins on this hipped valleys, bloody all sorts on this roof. So yeah, I'll apologise about my initial sort of knee-jerk reaction was that, you know, oh look, he's, you know, he's taking the mick, he's this and that, but he's actually come in and said he hasn't been well the last couple of days, so he was off yesterday. But I've just said to him, just let me know, because that is the difference. Right, it is, oh my god, 5 o'clock. I've got an hour and a half to get to Manchester, so I'm going to go home, get showered and then go to this match. So wish us luck. So I've got no voice. I got in yesterday late from work because obviously we stayed, felted the roof. And I did think to myself, oh, should I go, should I not? And there's like a new manager, so I thought, oh, I'll go and help him out. And oh, boy, do I regret it now. We lost 2-0 and I've got no voice because I've just been shouting that much on the game. And didn't get back in till like 12 o'clock. We played like Mossley, which is like the other side of Manchester. And yeah, today is going to be a struggle because my whole body's cramping up. But I can't afford to not be in. Luckily, we've got Scott and Mick in, so they're jumping on the knock-through job. They're going to try and help get that finished. They're in today, tomorrow, Friday. So I've got to go and meet them there. I've just been trying to ring Tony. I can see he's in the van driving on the GPS, but he's not answering his phone. So he's meant to meet me at the yard in 10 minutes. So I'm going to have to leave now in case he is actually going there. We need to get the brick guards for the scaffolding. So when we start doing the roof, we should have had that up anyway. So it's a bit, I took them off. We actually put them on and then we took them off again because we didn't take them off at heightened. But I'm going to try and be positive at everything today. Student job's going well. Ben, Laby, Luke, happy with that. Shield, the knock-through job's going to have a bit of a push on it now, so I'm going to go and meet them there. You're going to get a glimpse of all the jobs today because I've got to go and pick the tacker up off Ben. I've got to go to the yard, meet Tony, get these brick guards, and I've got to go to the student job to get the tacker, and then I've got to go to the knock-through job to show them what needs doing, and then obviously we'll be on the extension job all today, so hopefully the lads can crack on the extension job whilst I run rather do what I've got to do on these other jobs. Unfortunately, the window company's come back and said it won't be this side of Christmas, which is unfortunate, and the customers, I sent them the drawings for the windows and obviously the price, and they've said that well, if they can get someone else to do it before Christmas, they'll pay the difference. However, the windows and doors were like $4,500, and the first quote they got back was like 8.5. So yeah, I think they've settled on the fact that these windows are going to have to come after Christmas, unfortunately. And the other Mick has just messaged me saying he might have a couple of days spare. The one who's just left us, so I might get him back in on Shield on the knock-through job, and just try and get that boxed off. And then we've took on the bricklayer. So the bricklayer you'd have seen doing the double-storey extension. He's also doing a engineering degree, and just chatting to him. He was keen to come in and try and learn off me, and to be honest, I was learning a bit off him. Obviously, he's doing the new build houses, and he's bang up to date with all the regs and what he's doing and whatever. So yeah, offered him a full-time job, and yeah, he's agreed. So that is good because obviously the other Mick has left. So he was our main bricklayer. So now we've got another bricklayer, and he's also doing a structural engineering degree. So and he's just a dead nice lad, which is probably one of the main things to look for now when you're hiring someone. So he's starting tomorrow. So see where it's up to. You might get him on the knock-through job, finish that back wall, and then he can go to the student job and finish the extension off there. So yeah, all going well at the minute, even though I'm absolutely destroyed. And I feel like a crippled man at the minute. Everything's falling apart and aching and cramping, but I can't have a day off. So let's get to it. So I'm on the yard and I've got the 3-phase MCB. The cable. I've got everything for the mixer. So it'd be good to get. I've literally got the mixer as close to the 3-phase as I can, so we literally just wire it from here up to an isolator, and then that'll just be hardwired then. And it's just a mess again, isn't it? Morning. I didn't know whether you were coming. I was ringing you then, thinking, just need to get the 20 brick guards it was. So they should be out because we had them. That's a mess, isn't it? But yeah, let's grab that and then throw that cover on here with us as well. Yeah. What do people think of our white trailers? So I think they look good. So we were going to put signage on, so it's like pops. So Tony's took that, good time and 8:15. I've just emptied my van of just stuff that. So I've had these pins. So when we swapped these to the quick hitch, each one of these has to have its own pin. So I bought some more from the manufacturer. There's actually a company in Chester that do them. I need something to hit that in with, don't I? Or do I? No, do it properly. There's actually a company in Chester who do the same digger. You do the same digger, but it's called a rhinoceros. So that is the same sort of digger that we've got. But if oh come on, I am in aches and pains here. Oh, need a hammer for that. So I've just got from my van these pins, which I'm thinking get them on because otherwise they're just going to go missing. So it's for this, and then well, those ones were worn. Someone didn't tie them on properly, so it's actually one pin I need for that. And I've just got the these ones, so I had to order these on eBay, 3/4. Let's give it a quick demo of these. Should be an easy one. One sec. So a bit of PTF tape. So one thing, always go against the thread on these. And then when I first started doing plumbing, and if you don't go against the thread in terms of the direction you're gonna tighten it, it just comes loose. Easy mistake to make. I think I actually did it on one of these episodes. I was talking about it, and as I was talking about it, I was doing it the wrong way. But here's one I prepared earlier. And just be careful not to thread these when you're doing brass into plastic, because it's easy to do that as well. So I'm making a meal of this. See that angle? That's trying to thread now, and I don't know why. See, How annoying. Come on, don't ruin my YouTube video. Fucking hell, right. I'm gonna have to do this with 2 hands, sorry. Right, so I've got that on, as you can see. It's gonna run up there. We'll just insulate the pipe as it goes up. And I've got the next one ready, so that one's gonna go at the very end of the yard there. So we'll have water, water, water. Because you don't realise, like, this is only, what, 50 metres? And you don't realise how much of a pain it is when you need water at that end of the yard. And we've got, like, 50-metre hoses. So, yeah, it's going to be miles better once we get the ducting in. And then I've ordered some covers for there. So, the company we get them off, what are they called? The Civils Company in Warrington. Bowden's, is it? And they were trying to give me like one of those for that, and it was like 200 and something quid or something daft, and I was like, what the? So I literally got them off eBay for, I think they were 35 quid each. So stuff like that obviously just adds up. Now I'm gonna have to leave the yard. As much as I would love to crack on and get as much done on it. The windows are coming this month, and yeah, they're like a big expense, so they're a few thousand, so I haven't got any money for the lads to stay on here and keep going. So maybe we'll do a couple of Saturdays and just try and get some bits ticking along, try and get them all painted white, try and get all the EPDM on, all the trims on, and get the windows in when they come. But yeah, until then, it's just going to stay as a ghost yard at the minute. Whilst, well, we're still using it, just while we get stuff done. I just can't have lads on here doing stuff every day, as much as I'd love to. Right, I'm going to shoot the job, so now I'm going to have a little look around. Well, there was only like a couple here, wasn't there? So, it just looks open as hell, doesn't it? Are these easier? Yeah. What's that? Oh, the insulation there. Sound?
The inconspicuous mix of the home with everything we pinch.
But yeah, they have absolutely covered it, haven't they? What's next on here then? So, David's starting with us tomorrow, full time. So obviously I can get him on here finishing this off, but I'm going to take him to the knock-through job and get that back wall done. Yeah, so tomorrow, he's in tomorrow. I'll put him on there, get that boxed, and then...
How much work, say, is that like a day, 2 days?
Half a day.
Oh, yeah, days.
Well, I'd say half a day. How are you getting on up here? What's next on here?
Insulating the loft.
Oh. Oh my god, I can't even climb ladders today. Oh, sound? So, insulation, that roof window's for downstairs, isn't it?
Yep.
Sounds? Lovely.
Getting boards up one side, ready to...
It looks good once you start getting boards on, doesn't it? And you've got the insulation left over from the other job. So the yard's half coming handy. And the stairs are in. No squeaks. Solid. Morning, Laby.
Get that on the how to insulate a roof.
Hey, that is tight. Isn't it? Looking good. So, what can the scaff get dropped in the front now?
We're still waiting for...
I'm waiting for... You want to wait for like a rainy day so you can make sure.
In the middle of a drought.
So, the company who we use, they had 100 mil, but then they had a big load of 110 mil, is it?
Yeah, could it be a bit bigger?
And it was like 110, and they had like, I don't know what weird make or whatever it was, but they had loads of that spare, so they were doing that cheaper. So for us, it was easier because we're only going to do that and then put 25mm across it, aren't we? And then put fireboard on it. So you can see these are getting...
I was wondering if in the future we'd better off studding the walls out with 6-inch.
Yeah, probably. Or 5-inch or...
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll do that then next time. But you can see these are getting more and more... They're getting better and better, aren't they, in terms of insulation and U values and whatever else.
Yes.
When we first started it was just 100mm, wasn't it? That was it.
Yeah.
100mm plasterboard. That was it. So you can see we got call point, FP cable this is, so I think, does that stand for fire protection?
I'm going to throw it out there and say it probably does.
But this is like a metal, they're a nightmare to strip, aren't they?
No, they're right.
Are they alright now?
You just score around it and you wiggle it back and forth and it's
Pull it off, yeah. And then this is how we do the rads on the student ones. So we put a box on, so someone set that out nice, so although it will be more now, won't it, because you've got the...
I know we did the sockets in here and I was like, you know what, just take them off and we'll put plasterboard ones in because
It's going to be deeper.
it's going to be an extra 50mm plus the 12.5 plus the plaster, so...
Flat roof windows in. Sound? So what, you're just working down now?
Yeah, so Laby's going to get the insulation in here. I'll board downstairs and then once the insulation's in up here, we can start boarding them.
Be weird when it's ready for plastering, won't it? Do you want to try and fix this wall before we do anything?
Yeah.
Because we always end up stuck with that, don't we?
I was talking to Gary, like, because there's like the chimney there,
Yeah,
whether we're better off just half boarding to like here,
yeah.
because you're never going to make that look good. Was
I think that'd be a feature. If you break them off and just, like, obviously scratch the black off, it'll still have some black and varnish it. I reckon that'll look nice, because that's the style, isn't it? I reckon keep that in. That for me would be like, people would be like, why is that black? And it'd be like, oh, that's where the chimney, they've moved the chimney. Oh, it's nice, isn't it? Like, bit of character and history to the house, which people like, don't they?
Was I right with the emergency light coming off just the main light feed?
Yeah, so we're going to do that this time, aren't we? Where
So
last time we used to do it, yeah.
The emergency comes on.
So that was a follower actually who highlighted that, because forever we've always done just the emergency lights separate, haven't we?
Yeah.
And it was only when he said, oh, by the way, like if the lights go off, if the power goes off just so the lights, the emergency lights won't come on. And I was like, oh yeah, it's true. I just thought it was like complete power loss, but really it's like if the top floor lights, whatever light circuit that on, if that loses power, they need to come on, doesn't it? So thanks for whoever that was. Sound? Right, I'm going to shoot the other job now and see how Mick and Scott are going to do. Is that going to work?
Should do. Plasterboard there, just the angle bead that goes on will just offset the
Yeah.
cut back a bit.
Yeah, okay.
There's a stud wall runs here.
Yeah.
That were like that out to
I was just looking at that then, seeing there's the light for the... What's that the light for?
the bedroom. So the door goes
Oh,
in.
I was going to say, look, it was outside. So the door's there. 850.
850 is our doorway, which is there.
Can we get a 3x2?
I was going to say, should we make our stud wall there 3x2?
Yeah, do that so we can get... The more we can get standard doors in, the better.
And so nothing overhangs this way.
Yeah, with the handrail.
Yeah.
Sound? Looking good? Enjoying it, lad?
Yeah.
Good? Am I on? I'm on. So, you can see that job, shooting job's flying. I haven't actually, I'll tally it up to the milestones that are set. And obviously the pricing, and we'll see where it's at. But I was chatting with Ben, and last time I looked at it, I said I think it's doing well because it's only Ben and Laby and a few other people dropping on and off it. Like there's no like wasted labour, there's no people stood around, there's no, you know, if you've got 10 people on there, you need 10 people's worth of materials and tools and everything, and if you don't have something, then someone's not getting the full workload out of them. Whereas when you keep the numbers down, you can get more value for money out of people. And the lads go mad because, well, not mad, but they do get a bit jealous in terms of, they say, oh, Ben's the golden boy. And, you know, I never shout at Ben, or I never have a go at Ben. And, I mean, you can see why, because I haven't really had a phone call off Ben. Just the odd one asking, like, what do you want to do here, what do you want to do there. Other than that, him and Laby have just cracked on. So that is, you know, that's what you want, isn't it, as a company owner. So if there's any more Bens out there, please get in touch, because we can take more work on if we have more people who can run the jobs. And, you know, if you don't want to be stressed to death waking up at night answering emails and chasing payments and doing invoicing and all that, and you want to come in and get a guaranteed wage and stuff, then yeah, give us a shout, because we always need more multi-skilled people who can run jobs. Right, I'm going to head to the knock-through job now. It's just down the road here. So luckily all these jobs are around the corner except for the extension job. That's because it's Rachel's cousin. Otherwise I wouldn't have went and priced one. Although the person over the road now wants us to price the job, so we'll see. So we're on the knock-through job. Oh, there's a lot of rubbish here, isn't there? That's like kitchen, fellas. Hey, it looks good, doesn't it? Did you see it before? No, you didn't, did you?
Don't think so.
So it used to be a wall here and a wall there. So you used to walk into, that was the living room. And then there was a bathroom where the kitchen is. And then there was a kitchen here. So we've like moved the bathroom there. And then obviously done the kitchen. So you want an L-shaped bench there. Yeah. I'm thinking just do like a 3v2 there with a MDF on top with an edge. Yeah. And then obviously come down and do, what do we normally do, like 40? 450, yeah, do that. And then I don't know whether we can put MDF here. It's what? I know, but what else? Because he's done that. So if we did that and painted it white, I think it's far enough from the water, isn't it? Big sink, that, isn't it? Oh, it's because the thing's on an angle, isn't it? So he's got a 900 deep worktop, hasn't he? Yeah. He's done well there. Done that in 2 days, the whole kitchen. So, to what? Yeah. Sound? So bench there, and then upstairs. Whoa. So yeah, so that on like a plinth. If you put that in, so that's why he's done that, isn't it?
Yeah, but you can line that up that runs into like perfect there, but then what are you going to do with that?
And you can't get a 9mm board in.
No, because it's too tight for them up there.
That's what we do, bond it.
Well, no, but I said then to me, look, you're probably best off cutting this back here, that's 12 to say, put a new board in there, and then start your tiles going that way.
Okay.
So when your shower screen's coming there, it's going to be on a slight bit of an angle that way, but
just the full board.
Yeah, that's in there, that's still square with that wall, with the full board.
Do that.
Down there, and it's still factored, you won't see it because the shower screen bar thing will be in it. So I'm just going to cut that back and put a new board in that.
Nice and square for this thing as well.
What are we doing with that?
Yeah, just have to box it in, I think.
Box it. Okay.
I don't want to start. Obviously, it's the chimney stack, the little one. Yeah. But I don't know what's above, so. Yeah, I was going to say, like, start like knocking it off, but then. Yeah. I don't know. What do you reckon? Do you reckon we can knock it off?
There is stuff up there, like the chimney stuff up there. I have to get it off and see what's like.
if we can knock it off, just that bit and leave it above the ceiling. Because it's only the half a brick out, isn't it? Mm. So that's obviously toothed into the party wall, into the brick wall.
What are you doing about the shower? Is it going to be another one of these?
New shower, yeah. So just
leave
take...
it as is.
Just take... Where's the pipe?
I don't know, to be fair.
Oh, I think he's took that out. So yeah, we need to get a pipe in there then, don't we?
That's there now.
I'll ask Mick what he's... There's that many Micks. We've got Mick, Mickey, the other Mick, Mick from Brickworks. So yeah, build a frame for that, plywood it, stick that on, and just make it so that we can get access to that waste.
Well, if you're not putting the waste aside,
Yeah, do that.
yeah, because it's easy to get your hand in.
Yep.
Tap all in, that's it.
And then, yeah, just once you've got that in, just do a self-level mix and just almost like plaster it on and just...
Yeah, we've got 3 bags there to make it do nice and thick, like to get it.
Sound.
I think the deepest part over there.
Okay. Because yeah, the lads said they started pulling that up and it's just pulling the floor.
It's a Friday job, that.
Well, no, two people have tried to do it. So Mick tried to do it and was like, nah, it's not coming up that. He said it's literally screwed every few fucking mil.
Probably is. Yeah, I'm going to say.
Sound. And that's it. That's all we're doing then. So in here's...
If we're going to go off 400 or whatever, it's 3 tiles like downstairs.
Whatever's easier.
They've gone all the way down, well, only halfway, haven't they?
Whatever's easier, where it finishes on a tile, less cutting, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's handy.
Because I think he said they're a nightmare to drill through those tiles. Oh, and then he wants... There is loads to do on this house. Mick's done this one. So this is getting vinyled. Or he said, if there's any tiles left over, we'll tile that floor. And then it's what we do with the top of that. So he's got more stuff there, but I'm just wondering whether it's going to look a bit...
It's going to be a shit joint, isn't it?
Yeah. Because even that's not a good joint there now, where someone's just done a silicone job.
Yeah.
It's like they've cut it wrong and just done a centimetre of silicone. So, I don't know. Or whether we like... I was thinking whether we dropped it down. You know, just stood it. Just in the shower. And then just put that on the ceiling. Just cut one of them nice. What would you do?
Slide into the top and just still come down the top then.
Yeah, so you just literally cut that so it sits on top of that. It'd be hard to do, like. But I'd rather do that than trying to put pieces in. It'd look crap, won't it?
Yeah, can do that, can't we?
Do that, so just put a piece of timber there.
Yeah.
And we'll try and cut that out, slide it in, and then just put a piece on the front. Or, yeah, that'd be good. And then that's, so yeah, that, and then if there's any tiles left, tile it. If not, he'll vinyl it. That's it. And then I can get this job ticked off, because we were only meant to be putting a steel in on this job. And it's just snowballed. They always do, don't they? But got office blinds in the bathroom.
Make it official.
Yeah. It's for professionals, this one. Not students. Right, I'm on the way to the extension job now, and it's 10 o'clock, so I've lost the course of the day, just faffing round. But I suppose that's my job, to go and make sure that everyone knows what they're doing on the jobs. Otherwise, it could end up costing me more if someone starts doing something and it's not right. But I've just got off the phone to the structural engineer. So the structural engineer we use, we pay for the software. I'll put it here, which is brilliant when you're putting normal steels in, and you know you can get instant calculations and instant building regs calculations to give to the building control for sign off, and but it doesn't do columns. So we put the steel in on this job, and we've done it brickwork to brickwork, and I was just like, oh, we normally have a bit more brickwork than that. So I was like, oh, you know, belt and braces, let's just put a column in. on this side because we haven't got as much as that side. However, I've just spoke to the building inspector, signed it all off, he's happy with it all, but the council's structure engineer has looked at it and just said that like the drawings and the calcs or whatever are like a bit confusing or whatever, so he's asked for like all these other bits. So I've gone back to the engineer, our engineer who we paid to do the column and pad and all the calculations for that, and he's come back and said, well, I might just go back and I'll just give you the thing, because it doesn't actually need the column. He was like, you have gone belt and braces, so you'd think that the council would be happy with that, but he said we can just go back and say, well, the column's redundant because it's sat on a padstone either side and it's got a column underneath. So he's saying like, well, just go, he'll go back to the council and just say, well, we don't actually need the column then if you want all these mad, or I don't know what it is. So this is where it's so frustrating for me, because I don't know what the council fellow actually wants. So I've just put it onto the structure engineer just to contact the council structure engineer and just ask him, say, what is it you want? Because obviously this is fine what they've done. What is it you're after? Could just be a tiny drawing or an email that says, yeah, that's that. But I don't know. So hopefully he can sort that out for me, and it's just like a box ticking thing, and it's not something that, you know, we have to alter and change and do whatever. It's just so frustrating, these things. Like, I literally couldn't sleep the other night thinking about all this, and now I feel a bit better having spoken to people, and it's like, oh no, yeah, like we have actually gone belt and braces above what we needed to. But yeah, let's get this roof joist done and felt and battened, and then I'll measure up and we'll order the roof tiles, because that is the next milestone once all the roof's done. That's like a big milestone, and yeah, all going well at the minute. Don't jinx it. Picked up the sharpshooter off Ben, because hopefully we'll be doing that. The brick guards are on, all the clamps are on, looking good. And obviously they've moved the ladder and got a little bit opening there, which is good. Let's go up and see how many joists are left. So we have stopped for lunch now. I should have done it while I was up there, shouldn't I? We've only got, obviously, 1, 2, 3, probably 6 joists at the front, and a few joists on the side. What have we got? Like 1, 2, 3, probably 10 joists on the side, and then we're gonna get that felt and battened, and I'll order the tiles, because it's looking good. It's looking like an extension now. So on the front you can see they've got a larger overhang, which we're going to copy on the side extension, so that it looks all the same. Oh, weird they haven't got that on this side of the house. But yeah, nice. And then there were 3. What time is it? 5 o'clock. It goes dark quick now, doesn't it? So we stayed late because we took this roof off, got the joists in. However, obviously there's a bedroom underneath there, so we just felted underneath that bit. And then is that it now? Oh, there's just 1 joist to go. So all that bit's done, all the sides done. Oh, we've got 1, 2, 3 joists, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4 little joists to do. And then they've even started putting the felt trays on. This side's, I say, waterproof for... Oh, let me take that off so it doesn't blow off in the wind. That could be dangerous. And same with those ones on the scaff. Oh God. Long days, and then just need a good tidy up. Right, let me go and tidy up now, and then I'll catch up in the van. Oh, right. That is, well, it's soon to be the end of, what bloody day is it? It's got to be Wednesday, is it? Oh my god, that's when you know you've got too much going on. Yeah, it's Wednesday because Mick and Scott were in today. Right, it is 25 to 8 and I'm only just on the way home now because I had to stop off at Rachel's mum's. She pulled the radiator off the wall when she got out the bath. She like leant on it and slipped and pulled it off the wall, and she wanted me to get it back on before Rachel's dad noticed. So he's just come back from working away, and I don't think he has a clue that the radiator's come off the wall. And some other good news, whilst I was there, she made us something to eat, and I got an email from Sterling, who we do the windows from, and obviously the owners of the extension, Rachel's cousin, was trying her best to ring round, get all these quotes off all these different window companies and trying to find someone who can get the windows done before Christmas. And although I'd emailed them, maybe it was a bit of confusion. I'd emailed to say, like, you know, will it be ready before Christmas? And he'd said no. But I've just got an email to say that they're going to be ready on the 12th of December. So I've forwarded that on, and obviously good news for them. I'm sure they'll, well, I know she's made up now. Probably like a weight off the shoulders, thinking, oh, at least like they'll have windows in the house for Christmas. Right. Today, as you can see from my window wipers, it's actually raining now. So it's the first bit of rain we've had since we've started doing this roof, which is good. But that bit this morning where I had to go and meet Mick and Scott on the knock-through job, and I had to go to the student jobs and whatever, and it cost me like 2 hours. And it doesn't say 2 hours, doesn't seem like that much, but when you think of an 8-hour day, it's a quarter of the day gone. So I've lost a quarter of the day by like going around to the other jobs, and we were like rushing at the end to try and get like the last few joists in, and I made up I stayed late because I know for a fact if it wasn't my company, you know, we're just getting paid and we're only meant to work till that, everyone would have just got off and just left that roof, and it would have rained now, and Rachel's cousin would have been ringing me going, oh my god, like her daughter's room's absolutely flooded, and you know, wow, best get around here now. And so yeah, staying. I haven't had a message yet, so hopefully that means that the what do you call it, the vent through the roof felt, hopefully the roof felt that we've put on is enough to obviously keep that side of the room. And then tomorrow we're going to do those 4 joists, and we're going to felt batten, and I'll order the soffits, fascias, gutters, and we'll get all that bit on, because I like to have that on so that we know that everything's running into the gutters perfect. And then I'll order the roof tiles. So probably, yeah, we've done well this week to get all that done. There was a lot of in terms of roofs, obviously there's all different roofs and ways you can go about them, but it was a bit tricky that to get your head round. The worst bit for me was like all the back bit seemed to be fine because it was just maths. The one I couldn't get my head around was the valley at the front. So I was trying to obviously keep it all the same in terms of copying the same ridge and stuff, and the same hip, but it was just when I come to put those last joists on, so they sit like obviously from the ridge to the old rafters, so they're cut on like an angle, and then that's an angle, so it's got to be millimetre perfect, and you've got to keep them in 400 cents apart. And it was definitely a head scratcher. So I tried to put like a batten the full length between like the top and bottom. However, I'd put it like from the corner to there, but when we put the joists on, obviously the joists are 6 inch, so it was 6 inch higher than the batten I'd originally put on. So it just threw off all me measurements, and eventually we got there. What I did was I just put a few on, and we put a batten on the original roof and just kept sliding it across and just putting the joists up to the batten and then measuring them and doing that. So I didn't film much today because it was just, I was busy, and I was losing my head at the end of the day because everyone was just in my way. There was rubbish everywhere. Felt like people were all working but like not getting loads done. And my only thing was that, like, my mistake, that we should have focused on the main roof. However, for some reason we were focusing on the extension roof when the main roof is the one that we should have got watertight, so we should have started with that. But you know, it is what it is, and hopefully we've got it done, and then tomorrow we'll finish it. And weather dependent now though, because if it's lasting down tomorrow, this is where I get a bit of a headache, because if it is lashing down tomorrow, I've got David starting with us tomorrow, and he's going to be doing the brickwork, and if it's raining, it's like, can't do it, I'll have to get him on something else, and then we'll have to do other stuff. So maybe if it's lashing down tomorrow, we'll do the steels. Do you know what, I'm made up as well that I was meant to play footy tonight, just with my mate 7-a-side, and I'm made up and never, because my body's falling apart at the minute. Played 90 minutes last night and I've just felt it today, like stepping over joists. I'm just like, oh. So I think that is me retired again. I just can't, there's no way I can do that, like training and work. Like, look, I've got no voice, I'm absolutely dying, and I'm just using it as an excuse to try and keep fit, but it's actually, you know, making me feel sick. And so yeah, I think that is my last retirement from footy, really. I won't be going back to try and do it again, because you can't do it. You can't do, even part-time, you can't do it half-arsed. You've got to be either full on or nothing. So I'll just retire and stick to me vets games on a Sunday and playing 5 and 7-a-side with my mates, picking and choosing, because when you're playing in a league, and it's just not the same, and it's not as funny either. It's a lot more fun playing with your mates, isn't it? Right, so another busy day tomorrow. Every day's bloody busy, otherwise I'm not doing my job. But yeah, if you're enjoying it, please do subscribe and send it to your mates, your nan, your mum, so we can get more views and subscribers. We're going to see if we can do some more positive charity work. So if you've got any ideas about what to do with the YouTube money, each month it seems to be that we've had, so we've got the dog shelter. I haven't actually got the money off YouTube yet. I've got some issue with, I've got to provide some sort of weird document I've never heard of to give to YouTube so that they can pay me. It's like a tax document that I've never heard of, but I'll get that. And then every now and then we seem to find these charities that would crop up. So the one I got the trailers from, I'm going to donate the month's YouTube revenue to that, and then we've got the dog shelter, and yeah, obviously other ones that pop up at the minute. Simo's funerals took everything, so it does keep growing. So let me know in the comments. I know I've done a competition already, I'll do another one, and whoever's closest, actually I'll do a short for this. I'll do a short video which says that if you can guess how much YouTube pays us a month for Bowden Builders. Let me know in the comments, and the winner gets a free cap. So let me know, and the closest winner will get a free cap. That's 2 caps this week. Costing me money. But yeah, have a good night, morning, whatever time you're watching this. Oh, I'm gonna have a big bath now. Good morning, everyone. It's Thursday morning, and I keep forgetting that road's closed. So annoying. I'm late. I've left my watch as well. I'm not on the ball at the minute. I'm absolutely done in still from footy, and this is why I retired. And this just reminded me that I'm too old. I can't recover quick enough to do it. And I'm just putting myself and my body like just through absolute hell at the minute, because I just don't have enough time to recover. So this morning I woke up same time as normal, but I've just felt absolutely awful. So booked in with the doctors. He's going to give me a call later on because I'm just having problems with my stomach at the minute still. So I had some tests, sent them off, so I'm waiting to hear back. But I'm just going to the toilet all the time now, to the point where it's like I have a drink and then like I need to go to the toilet straight away. I can't hold it in. I don't know what's up with it. So I just feel like there's just something going on that I just need to find out more and figure out what I need to do to stop it. But yeah, it's like what, 9:30 now, and I'm only just on the way to work because I was doing like emails, ordering stuff. But I'm hoping the lads have done those last 4 like small joists by the time I get there, and then we can start felting and battening. And I'm going to order the fascia, soffits, gutters, etc. And hopefully get this bit motoring, because the weather's not good. Not good from today. I mean, you can see outside it's gloomy, and I'm away tomorrow. I'm in London. Rachel's booked for us to take Anderson to, I think it's like a London Lapland or something, I don't know. So I'm off tomorrow, so I'm gonna have to do some thinking on where to put the lads on which jobs. So yeah, let's go and order the stuff. Ben's doing well on the student job, and Mick and Scott are doing well on the knock-through job, so hopefully they don't need too much of my help today, and we can just focus on getting this roof done properly and all watertight. Oh yeah, that is one thing I need to update you on, is that I had a message from the traffic commissioner, so about the operator's license for the truck. To be honest, I am a bit shocked that it sort of took this long and has been so debatable, because like that was the only reason I bought the yard. The only reason I bought the yard was to get a truck and obviously have somewhere to put all my stuff. But like the main reason I got it was for a truck. And then obviously you learn all this stuff that you need an operator's license, you need this, that. And I thought it was just a formality that, you know, as far as like anyone's concerned, the yard ticks all the boxes in terms of like it should be allowed a operator's license, especially for a 7.5 ton truck. Because you've got to think, like, I'm either going to be taking 5 vans in and out every day, or it can be one truck sort of thing. So it should actually reduce the traffic there and whatever. But the traffic commissioners, I spoke to him on the phone, and the person in the office said, well, the traffic commissioner's asked for more details, in the sense that he wants to send a letter out to all the people who objected, just to get their comments to see whether it sounds like all the objections we've had were, I mean, the majority of them were nothing to do with the traffic commissioner. So the majority of them were like, they don't like me, and they don't want it to be a builder's yard, and the environment, and obviously more risk of running kids over because there's a adventure playground next door. What were the others? And the letter we've got from the traffic commissioner, he's obviously sent it to me as well, to obviously so I can see it, and it basically says the one he's going to send out to the people who've objected. It says that, you know, it's not going to be a big truck, it's going to be 7.5 ton. It's going to drive in and out in forward gear. So I think that sort of answers the question about reversing and knocking kids over, or because I know one of the letters I got said that. And then it says that it's only going to operate during like normal work hours. I'm not sure, I didn't see, or maybe that was like towards in terms of answering like noise and stuff like that, because obviously if it's operating during normal work hours, it's while people are at work. And then what was the other one? Forward gear, 7.5 ton, and there's something else. And then he went on to actually say that look, it's not the traffic commissioner's job to deal with planning, to deal with highways, to deal with environment, to deal with all these other stuff. So I think he's half answering some of their objections by saying that his job is to look at, you know, the suitability of a truck for that obviously site, and the DVSA have been out, inspected it, and said that yeah, it's fine, you know, there's no issues with it. So fingers crossed we get that, because, you know, that'd be really frustrating. But I suppose the other thing they could do is, if it didn't get that, I could go and hire an operator's license around the corner and get a big truck, and then it'd still be getting used in and out in the day. Oh, that's what it says in the traffic commissioner's thing, that it's not, they don't control, they're only controlling my vehicle, so it can't put any restrictions on the vehicles I've already got that are coming and going that don't require an operator's license, and they can't put any restrictions on like other people's operators' licenses visiting the site. So in that sense, you can, it seems a bit silly, but you can use someone else's operator's license. So I can hire a parking space at someone else's operator's license, and obviously park it there and operate it there, but I might be like visiting my site, so it could be visiting my site all day, and then it obviously operates and parks at the place that I'm renting. But I don't want to do that, because the whole reason I bought the yard was to have it there, and it's, you know, otherwise it's an added expense hiring an operator's license elsewhere. But it might mean that I can get a bigger truck, but at the moment we only need a 7.5 ton, which is what we've applied for. So yeah, I don't know how to take it. Hopefully it's a good thing, the letter. To me it reads good, but obviously I'm looking at it from a buyer's point of view, so yeah, wait and see whether that comes through or not. Tony's just finishing. How many joists left? Just that one, and then a little piece. Sound. Tony's doing that, and then I forgot yesterday, I told Phil to put the eaves protection felt support trays on, but I didn't tell him to put a batten underneath. So the reason we do it, I was just showing these, because obviously the row of tiles obviously each one sits on top. So this bottom one, hold on one second, let me get a video of that. You can see the angle changes, and we were just showing like there's a house over the road that have done the same mistake as well, and that one has as well. So if you don't put it on, obviously the last tile pokes down, whereas we want it to be, you can see when I lift that up then, so if we put a batten underneath the felt support tray, it brings it up to the right angle, as if it's pretending as if it's sat on another tile. So Phil's just going to go and lift these up and see if he can get a batten in underneath, and then...
Gonna assist me right now, what?
Right there, let me get rid of these tiles. Oh! And I was just showing the lads why we use these, because if, say, a tile cracked and water was to... Well, there's a couple of things to say. So one, if a tile cracks, because this is only... The felt's only there if something happens to the roof and water gets in, which the only way that'd happen is if something cracks. Or did I see some water somewhere then?
What?
Water somewhere. Yeah, this cold tea will do. And the reason you might be looking, thinking, why is the felt all sagging? And me and Ben had this on a job. So when we first started, we did a little pitched roof at the back of an extension, and what happened was we'd pulled this tight, so it was literally like that. And when you pull it tight like that, the only place, the lowest point of this felt, if you pull it tight, the lowest point you can see there is where the staple is. So if you were to pour water and it was tight, basically what happens is the water goes in through the staple hole and goes into the house. So we had it where they were having the tiniest drip, and when we went back, pulled it up, we were like, couldn't figure it out, and in the end we ended up pouring water, and we could see it all going into this little hole, and you could see underneath it dripping through. So that's why between each joist, so if we were to pour water on that now, or cold tea, you'll see it'll run in between the joists, and it's got no way of getting to the staple holes. I wonder whether they'll ever bring something out where you don't staple it, where you glue it, or they have like a sealed staple or something. But obviously this works doing it this way. But yeah, that's why we have a bit of a wave in the felt, so that if there is any, it comes through. And what I was trying to show you then was, if it does come through the felt, you have these support trays, or eaves protection trays they're called as well, and it's to stop this. So you can see the old one here, so where that felt comes through, see the sagging in the thing, because it's thingy. And then what happens sometimes is, if that pierces, obviously where's that going to go? So where's going to get wet? Obviously behind there, which on old houses is timber, so it's protecting the timber. Obviously new ones, well, it's protecting the timbers that your fascia and soffit to pin to as well, even if they're plastic. So yeah, that's why we use these. Right, we just come to the plastic place to get a match for the white box gutters and fascias, soffits, all that. So they're going to get dropped off today, which is good. And these are the boards I'm thinking of using on the office, on the yard, and the welfare unit. So I'm thinking of that grey there. Let me know if you think of a different one. I was going to get white, but when he showed me, he was like, that's going to look proper bright. And I thought, yeah, they're the same price, so I might as well get like a nice texture on it. Right, so I've just changed obviously the windows and doors for the extension job are going to be this side of Christmas. However, they've made a couple of changes to it, so I've just done that now, and we'll see. Hopefully that doesn't change the date on it. It's just like the glass satin and stuff. There we go. Now that's so tall, this ceiling, isn't it? Looking good? Yeah? It's what? Just the sides? Oh, one sec. Party pooper. Yeah, looks good, doesn't it?
Decent size as well.
Yeah, and then they're gonna get... Oh, Mick hasn't put the socket there for the telly.
Is that them cables for them?
Yeah, that's what that'll be for, yeah. Is that he's kept it on the ring main, hasn't he? So...
There's 2 more down there as well, you know, after that kind of power yet. Well, we're getting there for the fridge.
Yeah, so if we got something we can...
Cable there. See that box for it?
Yeah, what if we put them on a socket? Is there a way of like getting to them there? Just in the back of the...
Yeah, put it behind there.
Okay, yeah, sounds.
So just have to pull out to switch out off, like, but yeah.
Sound? Have you got enough MDF left for any sills?
Well, I've got that full sheet left, plus that, so I'm open.
Okay.
That can do for a couple of cells, I need 2 grips off that for the 2 sides. And whatever's left, I can use, yeah.
Sound? David all right in the back?
Yeah. Oh, that one's just nipped out, get some sand.
Yeah, I think he said he was going to need more sand. Right, so I don't know if some of you will remember this wall. When we got here, it was like completely gone. So that bit's been redone, and as you can see, he's redone this bit. That's good. So I think he's gone. He's going to get more sand, but have we got enough? Yeah, got enough bricks there, so just make sure he doesn't go too high that he's going to ask me for more bricks. Let's see how Scott's getting on upstairs. So this one's near the end now. Hopefully. Let's see how Scott's getting on upstairs with the stuff. Whoa! How you getting on?
No, boarded and set up.
Oh, nice. Got that all self-leveled, Jesty.
Yeah.
Got the shower tray in. Oh, you got it all boarded, nice.
Yeah.
Is that what you were saying? Just board it to there and then we'll put the
Yeah, because as you can see that, it's going to
kinks in, yeah. That's better, eh? You just have to make sure your tiles finish there then as well, won't you?
Yeah, well that's why I've marked out.
Ah.
So the tiles are going to start in line.
I get
The
you.
side, and we're going to sit in line there as well with the shower tray.
Yeah.
So when you come in, it all lines in perfect.
It might be worth...
It's like a going up there anyway.
I was going to say, what if you just done... Well, yeah, if you done the tile trim there, then I was going to say if you did a trim the whole way down, but you don't need to, do you?
No, because you
can just do it. We need to get a feed in for that though, don't we?
Yeah, that's what I needed to ask you. I don't know whether it's going to be a hot feed as well. Is it?
No, so it's electric shower, so it just comes...
I think that's live though, you know the... not the
Shower?
The water.
Oh, it's got one?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I thought it was... I seen this, I thought that was it then. It's not, that's the outlet to the...
Yeah.
Oh, that's sound then, yeah, leave that.
It's live, that's why I haven't took it off, because I haven't got no caps on.
Yeah. You can just turn the water off if you want.
Yeah. But
the whole house.
Yeah. When we get round to it, yeah.
Sound? Yeah, if you need to, just finger it off. Or if you can just loosen it, and is there any flex in it?
I don't know, I haven't moved it yet.
What you can try is just take the screws out the thing and see if it'll...
Okay.
Hopefully it's on, it's not all copper, the whole house.
Sound?
If it's got any flex, you can just pull it off and get your tile in behind, and then you don't have to bother disconnecting everything. Sounds? Getting there, innit?
Yeah.
Oh, and you got them bricks off?
Yeah, flattened it off, mate.
Sound?
It's much easier, isn't it?
Yeah.
I just have to patch the ceiling in, but...
Yeah.
There's bits of plasterboard everywhere, knocking about, so...
Alright. Looking good?
No one tells me nothing.
Alright, back on this job, student job. Luke's doing the block work and brickwork in the back. What have we been doing today? Oh, I've got a date for the windows as well.
Good day.
Getting there, innit? Hey, it does feel weird now coming in here, doesn't it?
I do like the kind of...
Character.
It's not just an open room.
Yeah.
It's not just straight.
You like that? You like that? Oh, what's around there?
Yeah.
Oh, it's nothing. That's better now we've done that though, isn't it? I feel like that would have been harsh if it was a corner still. Have you made that more of an angle, haven't you?
Yeah, took that wall out, 100 mil.
Ah. We're getting there now. He's got the ducting in. It's nice. Got the insulation. And yeah, so on these we stud these back walls. One, it helps with a bit of spreading a bit of the load of the dormer as well. So although that's bolted in as much as we can between them, we always do a stud wall as well. And one thing is we insulate that wall in and then plasterboard it, and you don't get any sort of damp issues or anything. Better job, but it's more for me, it's more structural. I say we sort of go a bit overkill most of the time with the structure stuff. As you can see, we've improved obviously this what it used to be, and then the same that side, look, and it just gives us a nice straight edge as well when we come to board. But again, you'll see in terms of as much as we've got bolts in, all those, I just like having obviously a stud wall which spreads the load onto these ones below as well. Let's have a look how they're getting on. Up here, Bowden, nice, and that's all insulated nice. Oh, what was I going to get from the van? Oh, do you know where that roll of temporary downpipes is? You know what I mean, don't you? The white plastic one.
I haven't seen it for ages, though.
It's either in my van or the yellow. I'll have a look in the yellow while I'm here. And then we just got what, a little stud wall to do there. Don't forget the stud wall.
Yeah, that's after the bit on around the door there.
Nice. The venting for the bathrooms. Looking good.
With this bit here, so the cupboard goes here. I was going to bring like that wall across there, so then our cupboard's not too deep, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he normally does like a little weird...
Because they're normally like back against the wall, I mean, that's too deep or something.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'll just do
Sorry, he's doing a wardrobe here, isn't he?
Yeah, start there.
Yeah. So you're going to carry on that angle there that you've penciled out?
Underneath, but this will be, and then just going to bring that across square.
Yeah. Yeah, so you put a triangle in, then you're going to square that off, and then you're going to bring it out to 500-600 deep.
Yeah, I think.
But from the front, and that'll just be a void.
I think from that stub there, it's about 700, which
Yeah.
should be fine, shouldn't it?
Yeah, that's loads.
And then hopefully
And then we've got a rad there.
the cupboard finishes about there. Get the rad as tight to there to give us as much
Headspace for the table,
yeah.
for the desk. It was when I was looking back at pictures, like there's one of like where we've gone into one of the houses and there's a desk like there, and there's like a picture of you sat there like.
It was on Garmo, one of the last ones that even like returned around in that.
Yeah. It's either for a dwarf or someone with a crooked neck. Sound? Anything you need from me? I've ordered the shower.
Yep.
What's the next tray? You haven't got down there yet. So it's just the toilet here, shower on the next floor, and then one on the ground floor. Okay. 2 on the ground floor. Back to back, is that the one? Yeah. Sound? Looking good?
That insulation, whenever it turns.
He's going today. So I've told him to go to the knock-through job, get all the rubbish, take that to Bowden Builders, and then pop to Minster. So I'm going to go now and pay for it, actually.
Sweet.
Looking good? Right.
Did you walk into the toilet?
In that one? Oh yeah.
It feels like when you're back into where you actually sit down.
Oh yeah.
Don't come in if you're claustrophobic.
There's a bit.
1 week.
Might be a wee only toilet. Stood up here. To be fair, you're gonna have to get a tight sink, isn't he?
Not replace it. Cool.
That's weird. Well, that's. To be fair, to think he was gonna make that smaller as well, wasn't it? Bit of height makes it feel better, doesn't it? It feels quite big, this one, doesn't it? You know, like height-wise. I know I can reach it still, but it just feels...
Yeah. It's not
Not big, but it just feels it.
almost your height. It's not quite big enough.
I suppose when we insulate it as well.
Yeah.
Right, I'll see you in a bit.
What was the date for the windows?
I'll put it in the group now. I think I put it in the group.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah. Here we go. So it's 20 to 5, so we finished a bit later. But we got the spacing right on this one. And I say I'm not here tomorrow, so Phil and Ronnie are going to batten this bit. And then they're going to put the valley bonding gutter there. And then they can start getting those tiles on. And then we've just got felt and batten this side, and I don't know whether to try and order the tiles now, although I wanted to get it all felt and battened, and then I could just measure each row really. Because at the minute I'm trying to like turn them into square faces so I can count how many meters square, but it's hard because obviously the cuts count. So even if you need a little triangle off a tile, it's still a full tile you need. It's unlikely that you get the cut the other side. And then we were just saying about whether they want us to reuse some of the old tiles anywhere, because they're actually sound tiles. But you can see the weathering on them. So if I show you, that's what colour they used to be when they were new. So like that. Obviously that's been covered by the ridge, and you can see the aging on them. However, these are not that old. These have been done. Oh yeah, I just dropped that ridge. I'm gonna have to go and grab that. So it's whether they want us to. Because I was just thinking, obviously if it was my house, I'd just redo the old roof, but these don't want to pay out anything they don't have to, and these tiles are fine. Like look at them, they're literally fine. So I was wondering whether they wanted us to do this face of the roof in the old tiles, but whether we had enough of them, or whether we do the back face in it, or whether they're happy just doing new ones where we can. So obviously all this will be new tiles, and we just bin the old tiles. So I'll ask the question. But yeah, it's looking good. Oh, I'm just nervous about tomorrow, thinking, do they know what they're going to do? They're not going to make any mistakes and stuff. But yeah, I've got to give them trust and a chance to prove themselves, haven't I? So we'll see Monday. Every time I ask the lads to do a video when I'm not here, no one ever does it, so I might say, oh, no one's getting paid until I get a video of your job. Right, that is it. Ronnie's got his t-shirt on backwards. He's had it on backwards all day. Hey, how good's the zoom on this camera, by the way? You can tell it's a new one. Right, that is it. Please do subscribe if you're enjoying it. And yeah, won't be long till this is near the end, near the final stretch of this job, as we call it.